We are a global liberal arts and sciences institution. We have 37 sites abroad, so we don't really fit into the small college niche in many ways. We also have many graduate schools. We have the Breadloaf School of English, one of the largest graduate programs in English in the country. We have the Middlebury Institute of International Studies at Monterey out in California, which hosts about 710 students every year in international policy and language learning, as well as non-proliferation studies. And we have our language schools, where we have over 1,000 students learning languages every summer. So the interesting thing about Middlebury is we have almost as many graduate students in any given year as undergrads, but because they are separated by both time and space, the freshness and focus and intensity of the liberal arts and sciences undergrad experience isn't compromised.
You get a really wide variety of classes, which is something that I found is really important for me when making my decision, and it's something that for academics was kind of imperative. Like, you needed a wide variety of options, which is, for me, one of the reasons why you come to a place like this.
Working here at Middlebury has meant for me that I'm able to really catalyze all of my gifts. And for me, making a decision to not only move to New England, but to transplant my life to a small liberal arts college was about still being able to have the capacity to live the fullest life that I can, and being able to translate that to my students through the accessibility of an extremely articulate and expansive education.
One of the coolest things about Middlebury is it's very collaborative, as a community. I feel like in a lot of academic institutions, especially when you get to like a sort of higher level, it can be very competitive to the point that's almost cutthroat, like sharp elbows. I think Middlebury's one of the strengths here is that we have less of that. People are working with you, you're studying together.
Soft elbows.
Yeah.
I find the students here to be exceptionally caring. They're curious, they're engaged, they're connected. They really look at the world in an interdisciplinary way, so they're constantly seeking connections between all the different things that they do. I think it's our job to provide them spaces for that reflection and for time to really mull over how all of those things do connect.
We are really proud to be environmental leaders, both nationally and here in Vermont.
Energy 2028 was an initiative resolved by the trustees in January of 2019. It's generally a 10-year plan that involves renewable sources, reducing our energy footprint, divestment in our endowment from non-renewable fossil fuels, and then also a direct correlation to academics, a study supporting the students.
Where true educational strength is, and where Middlebury's strength is in partnerships. We have some partnerships with institutions in Europe and our schools abroad that are 50 years old. And they are all about human capital, or social capital, as many people like to say. Middlebury's soul, I think, is all around building bridges and building social capital. Our vision statement is, we seek a world with a robust and inclusive public sphere where ethical citizens cross cultural, geographical, and intellectual borders.